The universe doesn't make mistakes. That feeling in your gut every Sunday night, that heaviness in your chest when you badge into work, it's not random, it's a message. The signs have been there for months, maybe years. You've been ignoring them, pushing them down, convincing yourself it's normal to feel this way about your job. Everyone hates Mondays, right? Wrong. What if I told you those feelings are cosmic signals? The universe is literally conspiring to push you towards something better, something that aligns with who you truly are. The universe knows when you're on the wrong path, when you're playing small, when you're sacrificing your gifts at the altar of security and comfort. Your job isn't just a job, it's where you spend most of your waking hours. It's energy exchanged for money. And when that exchange becomes imbalanced, the universe steps in. Those unexplained coincidences, the new opportunities crossing your path, the sudden health issues, they're all part of a greater pattern trying to wake you up. Stay with me as I reveal the 8 unmistakable signs the universe is screaming at you to make a change. Because once you see them, you can't unsee them, and your life will never be the same. Sign number 1, constant dread that follows you everywhere. Monday morning shouldn't feel like walking toward execution. That pit in your stomach isn't something everyone experiences. Society has normalized hating work so much that we barely question it anymore. Case of the Mondays memes flood social media as if dreading 5 days of your life every single week is somehow acceptable. This dread isn't just mental, it manifests physically. Heart racing before opening work emails, shallow breathing during meetings, sleep disrupted by thoughts of unfinished tasks, jaw clenched throughout the day, headaches that mysteriously appear Monday morning and disappear Friday evening, body tense from shoulders to toes. Notice when these symptoms appear. Do they start Sunday afternoon? Does anxiety build as the weekend closes? Does relief wash over you the moment you clock out? This rhythm isn't coincidental. What's happening is a fundamental misalignment between your soul's purpose and daily activities. This misalignment creates friction, and friction creates discomfort. That discomfort is trying to tell you something important. Dread is actually compassionate. It's a warning system designed to prevent further damage. Instead of ignoring these feelings or numbing them with drinks, shopping, or mindless scrolling, pay attention. These feelings aren't character flaws or signs of weakness, they're cosmic alarm bells. This constant dread represents a vibrational mismatch. Each person vibrates at certain frequencies when aligned with their purpose. Jobs that don't match this frequency create dissonance. This dissonance grows louder until it becomes impossible to ignore. Some call this the universe's mercy. It won't let you waste decades in soul-crushing environments without sending increasingly urgent signals. First gentle nudges, then blaring sirens. Next time dread washes over you Sunday night, don't push it away. Sit with it. Ask what message it carries. Thank it for trying to protect you. Because constant dread isn't punishment, it's cosmic redirection. It means you're meant for something different, something better, something that makes Mondays feel like opportunities instead of burdens. Sign number 2, complete energy depletion that goes beyond normal fatigue. Jobs require energy. This is unavoidable. Every career demands focus, attention, and effort. But there's a massive difference between healthy energy exchange and vampiric depletion. Normal tiredness comes after productive effort. It feels satisfying, like muscles after a good workout. You might be physically tired after work, but mentally clear. Conversations flow easily. Hobbies still interest you. Weekend activities recharge you completely. Soul-draining exhaustion operates differently. It follows you home, sinks into your bones, makes simple tasks feel impossible. Normal conversations require Herculean effort. Hobbies collect dust. Weekends barely scratch the surface of recovery needed. Family and friends get your leftovers, which aren't much. Notice what happens when colleagues mention projects or deadlines. Does your chest tighten? Does breathing become shallow? This visceral reaction isn't random, it's energy being drained from your system. Energy vampirism happens when work takes more than it gives. Day after day, week after week. This imbalance creates deficit spending with your life force. Eventually, spiritual bankruptcy follows. True prosperity means energy to enjoy life outside work. Money means nothing if you're too depleted to spend it meaningfully. Designer clothes can't fix hollow eyes in mirror reflections. Some blame themselves for this depletion. They push harder, try productivity hacks, drink more coffee, go to bed earlier. But these solutions miss the core issue: wrong environment, wrong energy exchange. This chronic fatigue isn't laziness or weakness. It's divine protection activating. When cosmic forces recognize work depleting your essence, they trigger exhaustion as protective measure. This fatigue forces rest, creates boundaries, limits damage. Some jobs naturally align with individual energy patterns, creating synergy rather than depletion. These roles energize despite requiring effort. Time passes quickly. Challenges feel invigorating rather than crushing. When work consistently leaves nothing left for relationships, passions, personal growth, it signals fundamental mismatch between soul purpose and daily activities. Energy depletion becomes cosmic redistribution mechanism. Fatigue creates space for reflection, reassessment, redirection toward environments where energy flows rather than drains. Sign number 3. Mysterious synchronicities that can't be logically explained away. Suddenly, articles about career changes appear in feeds without searching for them. Random strangers mention industries you've secretly considered. Books fall open to pages describing paths that light up something inside you. Old friends reach out unexpectedly with opportunities. Podcasts randomly play episodes about people who quit toxic jobs and found fulfillment. These aren't mere coincidences. They're cosmic breadcrumbs, creating a trail towards something better. When identical messages arrive from multiple unrelated sources, universal forces are at work. Notice how specific these synchronicities become. A conversation at dinner mentions a company you researched last week. An email arrives about a position perfectly aligned with secret passions. Someone cancels a meeting, creating space exactly when needed to explore new possibilities. Synchronicities often appear as recurring numbers or symbols. Maybe 111 or 555 appears everywhere on clocks, license plates, receipts. Each number carries vibrational meaning. Research reveals these aren't random occurrences, but messages from beyond linear reality. Dreams become increasingly vivid, featuring new work environments or skills previously unconsidered. Names of companies or industries repeat in strange contexts. People with jobs you're drawn to cross paths unexpectedly, willing to share insights and connections. Resistance to these signs only increases their frequency and intensity. Ignoring soft whispers forces the universe to use loudspeakers. What begins as gentle nudges becomes impossible to ignore when repeated dozens of times. Barriers to changing careers mysteriously dissolve. Application deadlines extend. Perfect mentors appear. Financial concerns resolve unexpectedly. It's as if invisible hands clear obstacles along alternate paths while simultaneously creating new ones on current trajectories. Pay close attention to how body responds during these synchronicities. Goosebumps, tingling sensations, sudden warmth physical responses signal alignment with higher guidance. Truth resonates at cellular level. Universe speaks through patterns, not coincidences. Jobs disappearing through layoffs, company restructuring, or relocations aren't random events, but cosmic interventions creating necessary space for growth. What seems like terrible luck transforms into perfect timing when viewed from broader perspective. Synchronicities accelerate when souls approach readiness for transition. They serve as confirmation that invisible support systems are already establishing networks, opportunities, and pathways for smoother transitions than minds can engineer alone. Sign number 4, physical body breaking down with increasing severity and frequency. Bodies speak truth when minds refuse to listen. Mysterious ailments appear without clear medical cause. Chronic headaches that medication barely touches. Digestive issues flaring up before important meetings. Back pain that intensifies during work hours. Sleep disruptions despite exhaustion. Skin problems, hair loss, weight fluctuations, all messengers from deeper intelligence. What doctors call stress-related symptoms are actually wisdom manifestations from higher consciousness. Body systems maintain precise communication with universal forces. When career paths deviate from soul purposes, physical forms revolt through increasingly severe symptoms. Cortisol stress hormone floods systems during prolonged workplace distress. This chemical bath damages organs, suppresses immune function, disrupts hormonal balance. Bodies literally poison themselves when forced to endure environments that contradict soul alignments. Notice timing patterns in health disruptions. Monday morning migraines, Thursday afternoon panic attacks, Sunday night insomnia. These aren't randomly distributed problems, but precisely timed messages linked to specific workplace stressors. Chronic illness serves as emergency broadcast system when subtler signals face continued ignorance. Autoimmune conditions body, literally attacking itself often, correlate with environments forcing self-betrayal on profound levels. Persistent infections reflect immune systems weakened by spiritual dissonance. Traditional medicine addresses symptoms while missing root causes. Pills mask messages rather than resolving fundamental misalignments, generating them. This explains why certain conditions mysteriously improve during vacations, only to return immediately upon workplace reentry. Pain exists as protection and guidance system. It demands attention, forces slowdown, creates space for reassessment. What seems inconvenient actually represents perfect divine timing body, shutting down precisely when soul requires reflection. Healing often accelerates mysteriously following career shifts. Conditions doctors labeled chronic or incurable sometimes resolve without medical intervention after workplace toxicity removal. This phenomenon demonstrates intimate connection between professional environments and physical well-being. Universe values authentic expression over financial security. It prioritizes soul alignment above societal expectations. When careers contradict core essences, health becomes negotiable sacrifice in cosmic perspective. Physical breakdown serves as loving intervention, preventing decades lost to misaligned paths. Bodies never lie. They track spiritual coordinates with unfailing accuracy. Physical symptoms represent last resort communication channels when all other messages face continued dismissal. Sign number 5, growing awareness that precious life force evaporates on meaningless tasks. Minutes drag into hours when talents remain locked in storage. Each spreadsheet feels like sandpaper against natural abilities. Meetings become existential torture chambers where gifts suffocate under fluorescent lights. Skills developed through years of education gather dust while trivial tasks consume days. Something deep inside screams silently, watching potential dissolve into corporate oblivion. This isn't ordinary job dissatisfaction, it's cosmic misallocation of resources. Every soul arrives with specific signature frequencies, unique abilities encoded into spiritual DNA. These aren't random collections of traits, but precisely calibrated instruments designed to play particular notes in universal symphony. Humans don't choose talents accidentally. Gifts represent divine assignments, specialized tools crafted for specific missions. Natural abilities point toward authentic paths, like compass needles finding magnetic north. When work contradicts these inherent directions, internal navigation systems send increasingly urgent error messages. Clock watching intensifies as gap widens between genuine purpose and daily activities. 5 minutes feel like hours because consciousness exists partially outside linear time. Spirit recognizes wasted potential before mind accepts this truth. Resulting tension creates characteristic symptoms: restlessness, irritability, profound fatigue unrelated to physical exertion. Squandered talent creates ripple effects throughout multiple dimensions. Universe experiences actual pain when beings operate below capacity. This cosmic discomfort transmits back through energetic channels, creating unmistakable sense that something vital remains unexpressed. Internal knowing whispers how present occupation barely scratches surface of capabilities. Dreams reveal alternate realities where gifts flow freely, creating impact impossible within current constraints. These aren't fantasy escapes, but quantum glimpses into paths aligned with divine blueprints. Stagnation becomes unbearable precisely because souls track exact distances between current expressions and potential fulfillment. This measurement system operates independently from conscious awareness, generating increasing pressure as gaps widen. What humans call midlife crisis often represents tipping point where this pressure exceeds containment capacity. Time anxiety intensifies with age ascents, that windows close while true work remains undone. This isn't irrational fear, but accurate assessment from higher perspective. Souls recognize opportunities for specific contributions exist within particular time frames. Missing these windows creates legitimate distress signals at spiritual level. Wasted potential hurts because it violates fundamental cosmic law. Authentic self-expression represents non-negotiable requirement for conscious beings. Universe designs each entity for purposeful contribution. Denying this expression creates friction felt throughout entire energetic system. Sign number 6, unexpected passions bursting forth from seemingly nowhere. Suddenly, topics never previously considered become fascinating. Hours disappear researching subjects unrelated to current careers. Nights extend as new skills demand attention. Free time fills with courses, videos, books about fields previously ignored. Conversations drift toward these emerging interests despite attempts to maintain ordinary discussions. This passion emergence follows predictable patterns when cosmic redirection activates. Initially, curiosity appears random, unconnected dots scattered across consciousness. Gradually, patterns emerge, underlying themes connecting seemingly disparate interests. Finally, cohesion forms clear direction, pointing toward alternate professional paths. Resistance often accompanies these new passions. Minds generate logical objections. Too late to start, no experience, too competitive, financially risky. Yet passion persists despite rational arguments. This persistence itself carries significant meaning divine assignments push through logical barriers because they operate beyond conventional thinking. Notice which activities create flow states where time distorts and effort feels effortless. These experiences signal vibrational matches between personal energy signatures and specific activities. Flow represents cosmic confirmation, visible evidence of alignment between actions and authentic purpose. Sleep patterns shift around these emerging interests. Early waking thoughts center on new topics. Dreams incorporate symbols related to alternate paths. Insomnia strikes specifically when excitement about potential directions overwhelms nervous systems. These disruptions serve intentional, purpose-creating additional hours for exploration outside conventional schedule. Money patterns reveal powerful insights during this phase. Unexpected expenses arise, blocking current career advancement, while resources mysteriously appear supporting new directions. Books arrive from forgotten orders. Courses become available through scholarships. Mentors offer guidance without expected compensation. Financial flows follow cosmic currents rather than logical planning. Previous disinterest in specific fields transforms into inexplicable fascination. Areas previously considered boring suddenly reveal hidden depths. This shift occurs because consciousness expands into previously inaccessible dimensions aligned with authentic purposes. New interests aren't random, but precisely targeted cosmic interventions. Physical energy surges accompany these emerging passions despite demanding schedules. Bodies receive additional resources when activities align with soul assignments. This explains mysterious energy appearing for new interests despite exhaustion in current occupations. Life force allocates resources based on alignment rather than conscious preferences. Universe communicates directly through passionate interests. These aren't hobbies, but cosmic breadcrumbs revealing authentic paths. Passions represent spiritual GPS, coordinates precise directions toward fulfilling expressions of inherent gifts. Following these coordinates requires courage but guarantees adventures impossible within comfort zone. Sign number 7, financial earthquakes, shaking foundations built on false security. Money patterns shift dramatically when cosmic forces activate change mechanisms. Unexpected expenses appear: car repairs, medical bills, housing costs. Promised bonuses disappear. Companies restructure compensation plans, benefits packages shrink. Simultaneously, strange windfalls arrive from forgotten source tax refunds, inheritance gift settlements. These aren't random fluctuations, but precisely calibrated adjustments. Financial pressure creates necessary momentum when comfort prevents growth. Bills mounting while satisfaction plummets represents perfect transformation alchemy. Necessity drives action where preference alone fails. Many successful entrepreneurs took initial steps only after losing jobs or facing significant financial challenges. Crisis forced jumps otherwise postponed indefinitely. Pay close attention to timing of financial shifts. Money problems intensify precisely when alternative paths begin emerging. This correlation isn't coincidental but intentionally orchestrated. Universal forces manipulate material conditions to enable spiritual evolution. Discomfort serves as effective motivational tool when comfort breeds complacency. Notice which financial doors close while others mysteriously open. Denied promotions, frozen salaries, and reduced hours often precede unexpected opportunities in different fields. What initially appears as setback later reveals itself as perfect redirection. Financial losses in comfortable but misaligned positions create space for aligned abundance elsewhere. Money always flows toward authentic expression. Financial struggles in misaligned careers stem from energetic resistance rather than external economic factors. This explains why certain individuals thrive financially despite challenging market conditions, while others struggle despite favorable economics. Alignment determines flow more than skill or market demand. Layoffs, downsizing, and corporate restructuring often serve as cosmic intervention mechanisms. What appears as terrible luck transforms into liberation when viewed retrospectively. Severance packages provide perfect transition funding. Unemployment benefits create exploration space impossible during full-time employment. Lost jobs become found purpose with sufficient perspective. Sudden financial opportunities appear testing readiness for transition. Reduced cost trainings in dream fields, affordable business purchase options, startup funding offers, friends suggesting partnerships. These financial alignments represent cosmic green lights, confirming correct directional movement. Material reality ultimately serves spiritual development. Financial systems respond directly to vibrational alignment. Money challenges in misaligned careers aren't punishment, but redirection, universal forces manipulating external conditions to facilitate internal growth. What appears as financial hardship often represents invisible hands steering toward greater prosperity through temporary discomfort. Sign number 8, internal guidance system raising volume beyond ignorable levels. Quiet whispers transform into persistent thoughts impossible to dismiss. Ideas about alternative paths intrude during meetings. Daydreams interrupt important presentations. Voices wake you at night with insights about potential directions. Names of companies, people, or opportunities repeat incessantly. This increasing volume serves crucial purpose-centering messages break through denial barriers. Intuitive guidance manifests through distinctive channels. Physical sensations emerge during decision-making warmth, spreading through chest signaling alignment, stomach tightening indicating misalignment. Emotions arrive without logical triggers, unexpected joy, contemplating certain paths, inexplicable sadness, continuing current trajectories. Mental clarity appears suddenly regarding complex situations previously confusing. Critical distinction exists between fear-based thoughts and intuitive wisdom. Fear speaks in catastrophic absolutes. Everything will fail. Nothing will work out. Complete disaster awaits. Fear creates constriction, pressure, heaviness. Intuition communicates through calm certainty. This path feels right. Take this next step. Trust this process. Intuition generates expansion, lightness, peace, despite uncertainty. Synchronistic validation confirms intuitive messages. External reality mirrors internal knowing through repeated numbers, overheard conversations, songs playing at perfect moments. These confirmations aren't coincidences, but cosmic affirmations designed to strengthen trust in internal guidance. Inner knowing operates beyond logical understanding because it accesses information through nonlinear channels. This explains accurate insights about situations without sufficient logical data. Intuition taps universal intelligence, containing complete information about all possibilities and probabilities across multiple timelines. Dreams intensify during intuitive activation periods. Recurring symbols appear highlighting specific directions. Conversations with guides or mentors occur during sleep states. Waking with complete solutions to previously unsolved problems becomes common. These experiences represent consciousness accessing wisdom during receptive states, unavailable during analytical thinking. Meditation reveals increasingly clear messages during this phase. Thoughts quiet, revealing underlying knowing previously obscured by mental chatter. Visions appear showing potential futures along various decision paths. Direct downloads provide specific action steps toward authentic expression. Inner wisdom forms direct channel between individual consciousness and universal intelligence. This connection has always existed but strengthens when alignment becomes critical. What feels like personal intuition actually represents cosmic consciousness flowing through individual awareness. This explains why following intuitive guidance often leads to outcomes benefiting multiple beings beyond personal interests. Inner voice grows louder, proportionate to resistance. Continued dismissal of intuitive guidance eventually creates volume impossible to ignore through any distraction technique or rationalization process. Everything we've explored reveals one undeniable truth. The universe doesn't want you stuck in soul-crushing jobs. These 8 signs aren't random. They're orchestrated specifically for you. They're getting louder because you're ready, even if your mind hasn't caught up with what your soul already knows. When you align with your true purpose, these painful signs transform into profound peace. The dread disappears, energy returns, health improves, time feels valuable again, financial flow stabilizes. The inner battle ends. Taking this leap isn't reckless, it's the most responsible thing you can do. The universe has your back. Those synchronicities are safety nets being woven beneath you. That intuition is your internal GPS activated. This isn't about quitting without a plan. It's about acknowledging these cosmic signals and taking one aligned step forward each day. Small actions compound into life-changing momentum. If this message resonated deeply, it wasn't by chance. The algorithm didn't randomly suggest this video. The universe placed it in your path as another sign pointing toward freedom. Hit that like button if these signs spoke directly to your situation. Subscribe to our channel for more guidance on following your authentic path. The universe is speaking. Are you finally ready to listen?